There's new evidence that Hong Kong's long-standing democracy is dying. Its last pro-democracy newspaper is pulling the plug after hundreds of police raided its headquarters and arrested its top officials last week. Apple Daily is the name. It's been a relentless critic of China's Communist Party, which now effectively controls Hong Kong. CBS News was the only U.S. broadcaster inside Apple Daily, as Ramy Inocencio reports.
And anything but a good morning, really. It's almost as if the New York Times or the Los Angeles Times were closing down. Today, Apple Daily stopped updating its English language website. Last night, it aired its final news show, and employees charged that Hong Kong's press freedoms are now dead.
The final sign-off for Apple Daily's digital news program. Then the thanks and tears started to roll. Some staff left with bags and boxes late Monday. Others still burned the midnight oil for the next day's paper. But after 26 years, these halls may soon go dark and printing presses may fall silent.
The company unable to pay its staff. The government's frozen its assets.
Last week, 500 police raided these offices, arresting the editor-in-chief and 4 other executives, accusing them of calling for foreign sanctions on Hong Kong and China.
This is the heart of Apple Daily's newsroom on possibly the last week of its existence. Some people tell me that they're sad because it feels like their own funeral, and yet others are celebrating, laughing, even clapping, congratulating each other, and knowing that at least some kind of ending is on the way.
We want to have a happy memories in ourselves.
So you don't cry?
I don't cry.
Meanwhile, Apple Daily's 72-year-old founder, Jimmy Lai, arrested last August, could spend the rest of his life in prison. Reviled by Beijing because of his strident calls for full democracy, he's accused of foreign collusion too. A red line in Beijing's national security law, a reaction to the 2019 People Power protests. The U.S. says that law is a tool to silence dissent. Hong Kong Chief Executive Carrie Lam says it's to protect the country, not prohibit journalism.
All those accusations made by the U.S. government, I'm afraid, are wrong.
In 2019, Lai told CBS News he was not afraid for his future.
I won't mince words. I suppose saying that Beijing hates you is an accurate statement. Would you agree?
Yes. It's an honor.
It's an honor. It's a
badge of honor. Yes, a badge of honor.
And Apple Daily has asked the government to unfreeze at least some of its funds to pay its staff. We'll know that by Friday. If not, the last run after 26 years will publish this Saturday.
Sad day in journalism for a lot of people. Well, that was Ramy Inocencio reporting from Hong Kong.